Bringing you the flavor of the Midlands. Live from Columbia, this is Soda City Live.
Welcome back to Soda City Live. With May being Mental Health Awareness Month, we felt it was important to share information about programs in the Midlands that offer resources and support. Joining me today is the Executive Director of Mental Health America of South Carolina, Joy J, and Peer Support Specialist Tim Stewart. So glad to have the two of you join us on the show today.
Thank you so much for having us for May is Mental Health Month.
Such a pleasure. So, you know, we talk about mental health month, day, week, but this is something that you all focus on year round. Tell us about it.
We do. We are 65 years old this year.
Wow.
In the state of South Carolina. We have affiliates all over the state. And in the Midlands, we have a clubhouse program, which Tim is involved with. We have a lot of education, suicide prevention, mental health first aid. You can contact us on our website. We love to come out to churches, schools, anybody that wants to know information about mental health. And we also run representative payee programs. So we have we serve about 2,000 people in the state of South Carolina.
Wow. And where are you guys located?
We're located on Commerce Drive in Casey.
In Casey?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
It's called Bridges Clubhouse.
Awesome. And Tim, with as a peer support specialist, what is it that you do and how do you help with support?
Yeah, so peer support it's awesome. It's where somebody with a diagnosis, so myself, I have a mental health diagnosis, helps somebody else with the diagnosis, maybe that, and we work together on recovery goals, and it's just another option for members that's not a counselor, but someone that's been through it and been through some stuff and done that, and they might be more willing to open up with. And it's a growing movement across the nation that really is, like I said, awesome. I love my job, and it's a chance to give back. And I went through the program at Bridges Clubhouse several years ago, and now work for them, and got my certificate in 2012, peer support certificate, which was a long-term goal, and just has been a whirlwind ever since.
You are a great testament to just how amazing these programs are. And there's something that you mentioned that I'm very interested to know. So there are also diagnosed centered programs, but are there programs for people who have not been diagnosed with any mental health issues?
Well, all of our education programs would be open to folks that aren't diagnosed with mental health issues. We also have a big connection to NAMI. I think they were here last week, and the family support systems. We really believe in families. Bridges and all of our housing are specifically for people who have a mental illness.
That's awesome.
So Tim's role is so important. Peer support is a growing movement, and it has just helped, I think, folks so much to know what you've gone through. And just like anything else, when you walk that walk with someone, it really helps.
Now, I know that you all have several programs, and the Bridges is just one of them. Could you name a few of the other ones?
Well, the housing program is probably our other biggest program. We build apartment complexes, and we have about 200 units in the state, and they are HUD 811 units, and people that have a mental illness live there. And we provide transportation, we provide support systems. So that's one of our biggest programs. Housing is a major issue because it's so hard now to not only find affordable places to live, but to find some place that will support your illness and help you in recovery. And we have peer support specialists at all of our apartment complexes, which really, really helps.
And I love that you have someone like Tim who has, number one, gone through the program, so kind of has a better understanding, but also relates you know, is able
Yeah.
to relate in a different way that some people wouldn't otherwise be able to relate. But I want to thank the both of you for joining us today and just talking with us briefly about some of those resources. So for those that out there that have a loved one, might be living with a mental illness themselves, that are looking for support, you know, here is another program that's available to you. And we have a full screen, if we can pull that up, with details. They're located at 1824 in Casey. Their phone number is right there on the screen. They also have their website on the screen for you right there if you want to take a picture or a screenshot. And don't fret, we do have these resources. They'll be available on our website. We'll have a link to their link so that you can check that out and look into some more information if you're interested. And I just, again, want to thank you both for joining me today.
Thank you.
Thank you
so
so
much
much.
for
It
having
was
us.
such a pleasure to have
Yeah.
you. We have much more Soda City Live coming up next.